game number 2 of this slightly different preseason for the Buffalo Sabres. Dan Dunleavy along with Rob Ray. I think a really good point brought up by Paul Hamilton. One of many he'll bring up throughout the year, I know, but I want to just register the first one. This is really it for the preseason for these guys. A number of first team members are again in the lineup tonight. They'll have practices over in Europe, in Germany and Czechia, but they will not play another NHL team after tonight.
No, but the quality of team you're going to play there in Germany is going to be high quality as well, too. Yeah. So Paul's not always right.
And, well, and the crowd will be pretty interesting there. Let's get to that later. You already threw me off. You promised you wouldn't do that. Greenway gets a start out here along with McLeod. It'll be interesting to see a couple of different looks by the Sabres as far as line mates are concerned. And, of course, Zucker, who's wearing number 17, out there as well for the Buffalo Sabres as they skate from left to right here in the opening period. And the Blue Jackets, Dylan Gambrell lifting it deep into Buffalo territory. Doesn't stay behind the net for long before it's lifted out and down the ice. This will be no icing on the play. And the Blue Jackets will be very quick to play the puck up towards center ice. Adam Fantilli lifts it into Buffalo territory. Connor Clifton in behind the net plays that one away, and Obey Kubel makes the rush down the left wing side. Looking across ice for Clifton, and he knocks Fantilli to the ice. Blue Jackets are still on the puck in their own zone as Jordan Harris tried to move it out. Comes back to the near post, and good pressure by Lafferty bumping his man off the puck. The Sabres will keep possession, but it's Gilbert who's got to back up into his own zone to do so.
Yeah, good job by the Sabres there, keeping that puck on the wall, but not able to penetrate to the middle of the ice. Got to hang on to it. You got a little more time than what you think here, just kind of forcing it one side or the other. Hang on to that puck, start taking to the net, start creating a little bit, make them, Columbus, start following you and chasing you a little bit. Right now, you're allowing them just kind of stand in that 5-man dice in their zone. That's what kind of 5 on the die, and just easily defending you. So get you hang on to the puck a little bit, take the puck to the net.
Icing against Columbus. Face off in the offensive end here, and Peyton Krebs steps up on the top line along with Tage Thompson and J.J. Peterka. Peterka with a puck now looking for Thompson to the far circle. He was there, but the puck took a bouncer deflection up and out of play. It'll be interesting to see what Peyton Krebs does with this opportunity.
Well, I think the big thing is here, Lindy will put him with these guys because he can go get the puck. You know, and he wants everybody to be involved now. Physically, he wants everybody on the forecheck, and a little different than last year. You know, guys hanging back a little bit, looking for that pass, being the high guy. But right here, I think Peyton Krebs kind of guy. He's going to get down low. He's going to work the corners. He's going to get pucks to Tage when he's got himself set up on the top of the circles and that. I know they kind of say that game's kind of going a little bit, but you got to just make sure he'll find the holes, and Peyton Krebs is going to find him.
Here's Peyton Krebs just inside the line, tried to get to the slot, and he does with a shot. Rebound off of Jet Greaves is played to the corner. Greaves, a starting goaltender out of Cambridge, Ontario. Played a lot of hockey last year in the American League, and a little spot in the National League as well, to his credit. Right now, Columbus trying to get out of their own zone, and Charlie Ellick will start it out. And now Michael Pythia will carry it up to the Buffalo line before it's taken back by Power. Good numbers defensively once again for Buffalo, carrying over part of the storyline from the other night. Quickly up on the wing and throwing it towards the net was Quinn there, looking for a deflection. Benson below the goal line trying to win it back. Puck is played off the boards and out, back into the Buffalo zone. And a tight turn by Jokiharju, getting the puck up to center ice, looking for Benson to get a stick on it, but he's tied up. And the Blue Jackets get it back again. This is Cameron Butler, who makes a turn inside his own zone. Ottawa, Ontario native, all the way to center ice. Plays it off the boards, right side, across the line, and taken back by Dylan Cousins, who will take a return feed from Henry Jokiharju. Dylan, I think, was about to go to the bench on a line change. And when that puck came back to him, he played it back to the D, and now he's gone to the bench, and the Sabres will tip it into Columbus territory. David Juracek in behind the goal, plays it to the near wall. Gambrell trying to bank it out, taken away by McLeod, and we'll see 71 for the Sabres. Former Edmonton Oiler, probably and expectedly all over the ice with his speed here tonight. McLeod after it down the left side. Trying to work away from Juracek. Throws it in behind the net. Sticks get up high a little bit as the play comes down to the near corner. This is Greenway sending it out front, loose puck, and almost Zucker had a chance, which would have been a third chance at it in the blue paint, but Columbus able to clear it. Sabres in their own zone trying to find a way out. Connor Clifton, second chance. Gets it to the line, but the Blue Jackets dump it back in, and Gilbert stands behind the net, making his first start as a Sabre, albeit in a preseason game, a hometown product, and excited to be a member of this hockey club. Sabres now with speed. Peterka coming down the right side with a shot, and that one is steered to the boards, and at the point, Power can't keep it in. Byram will feed it outside the zone. Blue Jackets send it right back in, but we get a whistle to stop play. 15:47 in a scoreless first period.
Yeah, one thing you're seeing the Sabres do more here so far in these first two games is coming back into the zone, coming up the ice is 5. I think Lindy really is stressing to make sure you come up as a group. You don't want guys standing still at the far blue line. In the past, a couple guys would always be standing still and 1 or 2 guys in motion. He wants all 5 guys coming up at the same time, almost the same as a power play. Just get back in your zone when you got time, regroup, come up as a group, but attack with speed. You want to hit that far blue line with speed, and I think they're doing a much better job of that so far here in the first game, and so far in this game.
Sabres going on a power play here, a high sticking call made against Columbus.
Yeah, referee over just to check to make sure it's only a 2-minute call. And we'll see what he's going to say here.
That's Kuhlman, sorry, with the penalty.
Yeah, Saskatchewan guys, they're dirty. Get him in the box. No, nevertheless, here's what the Sabres going to do. You're going to see this too. You're going to see here on this power play this year, you're going to see more guys in front of the net. Then he talked about that today, and shooting the puck from the top side. It's not going to be overpassing. It's not going to be trying to force things through the middle. You're going to get the puck from low to high. That's down low to the point. And when you got that opportunity, he wants you blasting them, but he's going to make sure there's at least 1-2 guys in front of the net.
Quinn and the Sabres back into their own end here to reset after the face-off in the Columbus zone. Henry Jokiharju turns his back at the red line, drops it for Tage Thompson. Peterka gains the line, plays it to the wall, and now Jokiharju at the far point. Across for Quinn, down to the top of the right circle. Bump in front was a nice idea, but not a lot on that one, and David Juracek able to clear it.
Yeah, when you see the Sabres hit the blue line for the Columbus Blue Jackets, all 5 guys were in motion. Nobody standing still, all in motion, ready to attack.
And Columbus able to clear once again. And that puck take a bounce somewhere. We get a stoppage here. Power play still with 1:17 remaining in it. It's a bit of a sparse crowd, understandably, here at KeyBank Center. Still not a 2-minute minor delay of game, so that puck went
out of play.
Out of play.
Well, Fantilli's in the box for a delay of game, so it's a 5-on-3 advantage here. There's 1:17 still left on the first penalty. And Fantilli has taken one here as a delay of game, as that puck just disappeared when it was fired down the ice. It just disappeared, and obviously it went directly over the boards. Referees have made this call, so 5-on-3.
That's good, because I thought it was my eyes.
Yeah, I thought it was too. It kind of just disappeared down in this left corner, and it was hard to see, but you got Thompson, Power, Jokiharju, Quinn, and J.J. Peterka on this 5-on-3.
Let's see how quickly they go to work here. Sometimes you see the 5-on-3 becomes a little bit stagnant as far as movement. So let's see if they get that movement narrative working in this situation. Power up top to Jokiharju. Thompson over the far circle as expected. Plays it to the goal line, gets it back again, top of the circle. Back to Thompson, trying to walk it in. Here's a chance for Peterka. Power scores! From the near circle, Power was patient once the puck landed on his stick, and he made no mistake. Second of the preseason, first of this game. It's 1-0 Buffalo, 14:25 remaining in the opening period.
Yeah, nice job just working that puck on the left side of the ice, and what they were doing, they're making the short pass. So there was no real way of messing it up, so they can just keep going D to D. Thompson back to the D, and eventually when they all decided to hit the net, all 5 guys just converge. J.J. Peterka gets knocked down in the middle of the ice there from behind a little bit, but it was just a quick pass from Thompson back down low. Tried to hit Peterka, and he got a piece of it, and the puck just bounced perfectly across the Power, and he dumps it into the empty net.
How about Owen Power even playing in that position to begin with?
Well, 5-on-3, yeah, you got to get up. You got to have the 3 guys along the wall, because if the shot is taken, the puck goes in the corner, that's Owen Power's job to retrieve that puck. You only need 1 D back on that 5-on-3. It'll change here on a 5-on-4 now. They still have that opportunity for another 1:15.
Zucker plays it up top. Byram gives it right back. Zucker on the right boards, sends it across, far dot. Power up top for Byram. Zucker near circle, one-timer, and that one trying to go glove side, comes out the far door and out to center ice. Under a minute now remaining in the second penalty against Columbus. A delay a game call. Sabres had a similar situation the other night. It was a 4-minute minor that was called, a double minor. They scored on the first one. Let's see if they can capitalize again here. 6.5 gone in the first period. Sabres gain center ice. And now into the Columbus zone. Right circle. This is Quinn in the slot. Hanging on to that puck maybe a little bit through traffic. And that causes a turnover and down the ice.
Buffalo's first goal, scored by number 25, Owen Power. Assist number 77, J.J. Paterka. And number 22, Jack Quinn.
Quinn and Paterka pick up the assists on the goal. As Buffalo's power play got to the Columbus line again there just moments ago, but nothing happening. Cleared back into the Sabres zone. Down to 5 seconds left with the extra man. As Paterka through center. Straight down the middle. He drives, chips it down to the corner. He'll be the first one after it against Kuhlman's. Loose puck still in behind the Columbus net now. And Kuhlman's in the corner, one hand on the stick, tied up, trying to make a play up the wall. Sabres with some good pressure. Now it'll be picked up and carried away by Fantilli. Leading the Blue Jackets out towards center ice. Fantilli gains the Buffalo line down the left side, plays it below the goal line before it's tipped away from his stick. In behind the goal, puck rolls out front to Levi, and he'll cover that one before Voronkov can get another touch on it. Another example of Tage Thompson being one of the forwards getting back down low in his own zone to help out defensively.
Yeah, and this is something Lindy talked today about it with us, just saying he wants everybody all over the ice. Doesn't matter who it is. If you're a forward, you're offensive player, everybody works on plays of D.
1-0 Buffalo. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network. Sabres lead. Almost 8 minutes gone here in the opening period. Columbus off the draw in the Sabres zone. Try to keep it in up the line, and behind the net, Power on a backhand will play it up the wall near side. Zucker trying to chop it out on his backhand. Sabres again skating out of their zone from left to right. This is McLeod wearing number 71. Greenway trying to chip it out. Kept in at the line. Shot to the net. Steered away very calmly by Devin Levi. Not much on that one from Matthew Olivier.
First shot on net here for Columbus in this game.
Sabres now over center. This is Byram trying to gain the zone, but the play goes offside at the Columbus line.
Devin Levi with the brown pads, trying to simulate the old leather pads from back in the day. They look actually really good. Going with the blue and gold here today, they match really well. It's a good look. Gloves, blocker, and pads, all the same nice brown tan color.
Did you ever play goal just messing around?
Yeah.
Skates and everything?
Yeah, but it's hard. I had a hard enough time just playing now.
Without all of that? I wouldn't go that far.
I was always told, hey, just don't just play within your means.
Yep. Sabres chip the puck out of their own zone. It'll roll down into Columbus territory. Far corner for Juracek. Send it right back behind the net. Jordan Harris out of Haverhill, Massachusetts, trying to move it out. 53 games last year in the National Hockey League. Columbus not sending a full roster of NHLers, but they got some guys out there who've got some games and experience the Sabres will be contending with here tonight. Levi makes a stop, shot off the right wing wall, and the rebound picked up and played ahead. Obey Kubel now will try to send it for Malenstein, who goes to the bench. Puck hop over his stick, and the Blue Jackets will reset. Del Bell Belouz, number 65, in on the forecheck deep in the Sabres zone, forcing a pass up ahead that's off a stick and up and out of play. Face it off at center ice.
Yeah, as we talked about the crowd here, there's a decent crowd for this afternoon, you know, this game, but the Sabres themselves, players down on the ice, they got to generate a little atmosphere themselves here. They got to start playing this game, and it's kind of, they're walking through the motions here right now. You know, no big hits, nobody really getting physically involved here. I know you don't want to do it. You're leaving tomorrow to go to Europe, so you got to be careful with it, but for the most part, you got to, just to get yourself rolling so you can play the game you got to play. Just, you don't want to just kind of cruise through this. Where it's not doing any good for you. You know, you only got the couple games you talked, and then the Germany game. You got to make sure you get the most out of these games. And just by cruising through, it's not going to do it for you. So you just, win or lose, you got to just make sure you got the motor going.
100%. Short shifts, though, still the key here for Buffalo is that line of Benson, Quinn, and Dylan Cousins. To your point, not a lot in the way of opportunities here, but as soon as their time was done, it's the Tage Thompson group coming out there, and right now they're having to play a little bit more hockey than they want to. The Sabres in their own zone as that puck goes off Voronkov, and Devin Levi makes what is an easy stop, but the Blue Jackets are starting to spend a little bit more time on the Sabres side of center ice. We get a timeout again on the ice. 1-0 Buffalo, however, on the goal by Owen Power here in the opening period. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network. Listening, we want you to know that tonight's 50-50 is going to benefit the Columbus Blue Jackets Foundation in memory of John and Matthew Gaudreau. And if you want to help out and support, you can get your tickets now. Go to sabres.com/5050 before the end of the second intermission. You must be in New York State to take part in Sabres 50-50 draws. Again, you do not have to be here at the rink. And more important than the game or preseason game or any game going on right now, it's a 50-50 raffle with the proceeds going to the Blue Jackets Foundation to help out the family of John and Matthew Gaudreau. Now back to play here where Greenway is in the Columbus zone trying to play that puck back towards Byram, but it's off a Columbus player. Power will get a chance to enter the zone on the right side, and he does. Protecting the puck on the wall near side, taken away and flipped outside the zone. And a bit of a crowd at center ice, and now it's Olivier who will pick it up for the Blue Jackets, but his line mates have gone to the bench, so he's on his own. Down below the goal line. Another chance for Power on the near wall, right side. He'll lift it up back towards the Columbus line, and Kuhlmans will pick it up for the Blue Jackets. This is Sillinger now. Down the left boards, halfway down before he's given a bump there by Quinn. Puck over on the far wall. Quinn trying to get a stick on that and move it out of the zone, but Columbus able to keep it in. Matthew Olivier taking the puck out from behind the net, tried to stuff it in under the blocker, and they've tapped it in after Levi couldn't quite get a handle on it. The puck came out in front of the net. And it might be Olivier, number 24, that gets the goal.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the guy that's going to be awarded this goal. He won the battle in front of the net there. And, just about to say, Columbus has only got about 6 guys in the lineup that really have NHL experience. So they got a little more on the line here to play with for. And you can see them just slowly, as this first period's going on, they're getting themselves rolling a little bit. Sabres sitting back a little bit. And in this case, this puck just comes to the front of the net. He's the man that ends up scoring. Matthew Oliver, he's the guy that gets the puck to the front of the net and he gets a couple whacks at it. You got to make sure you clean the front when he gets there. You can't continue to allow him to just keep whacking at the puck. But in the big picture, I think they just got to get their legs going here. They got going a little bit. I think they're just, as you said, sleepwalking here a little bit in this first period. But you got plenty of time to get yourself rolling. And Columbus on the other side, only having a few guys that have that experience, that NHL experience. They got something to prove, so they're coming out and playing hard.
Well, and it's also something as happy as Lindy was with the way they played in the first game, I'm pretty sure as a coach, without even getting into analytics, that you don't mind just having a little reminder sent to your guys after only one preseason game against a team that had a lot of guys for the American League, and that, hey, heads up here, boys.
Well, if I was a coach and it was Lindy Ruff's situation, I would want them maybe to get trimmed up here a little bit in this game. And the reason why, because once you go over there, you leave tomorrow, once you get over there, you got something that you can push them. Like if you're going feeling good about yourself, winning 2-0, and really kind of wiping out the opposition, then you don't get the same reaction from them over there. You don't get the same push. And if right now, after this period, I imagine Lindy would be letting him know that, not happy with what he's seeing here in this first period like he was the other night, but it also be a little bit of a motivational boost for them once they get over to Europe and start practicing. Yeah,
and like any coach, Lindy's made it clear, and I'm pretty sure every coach would tell you that too. I mean, your friend John Tortorella would say the same thing. You don't mind mistakes being made when it's because of effort and just things, either it's a quick decision gone awry, but if the effort's not there, that's when the coaches can't live with it. So the Sabres here looking to maybe step on the gas a little bit with the play now in the Columbus zone. Tage Thompson's in front of the net, but Krebs cannot get on the puck. And the Blue Jackets will clear it to center ice. And right back in behind the net, Yoki Haru fires it, but Jack Reeves is there to start the play out for the Blue Jackets. Del Belbelou's trying to move it out, get some help from the defense. Jordan Harris plays it up ahead. This is going to go into the Buffalo zone, and we'll see what Tage Thompson does with it here on the near wall. He's got a couple of Blue Jackets marking him. Now over on the far side, racing down after it is Kuhlmans for the Blue Jackets, playing it back to the near side and picked up and carried out. Samuelson over center. Sabres changing, 6:50 remaining in the opening period. 1-1 game, shots 5-4 in favor of Columbus. Blue Jackets carry it up the right side, but they don't get to center. Sabres take it away. This is Benson after it, after both Cousins and Quinn had their part in the play. Now down in the near corner, Power engaging again. He has the goal for Buffalo. That opened the scoring in this game. Blue Jackets, Adam Fantilli, though, skates away with it. Right side on the entry, tried to send it across and through the middle of the ice, picked off by Buffalo. Pass ahead for Benson, has to reach back for it a little bit. He does. Now here's a nice pass from Cousins for Byram, but it went between the legs. Dylan Cousins was right down the middle of the ice.
Yeah, probably should have been shooting from that area right in the middle of the ice like that. Cuts a forced pass across to Byram. Sabres have not got a shot here in this game in probably the last 7 minutes.
Chance for Benson here to take it to the wall, and then he is shown the wall with a hit from Jack Johnson, the veteran for the Blue Jackets, 6'1", 227 pounds, and he's got some games under his belt in the National Hockey League, does Mr. Johnson. Sabres, though, right back at it. This time it's Gilbert, the defenseman, who jumps into the play. So who covers for him? Greenway is back, helping out defensively as Sillinger brings it in across the line. Play to the far point. Puck bounces outside the zone near center. Unable to move it up for Buffalo. The Sabres have to work it out of the near corner. That's trapped on the wall by Gambrell. Now Sillinger, he's given a hit down low by Connor Clifton. There's a penalty as soon as that play was made.
It's gonna be a hooking call here.
5:05 remains in the first, and the Sabres will be on the penalty kill when we come back in a 1-1 game at KeyBank Center. You're listening to the Buffalo Sabres Hockey Network. Games together and pick the matchups and seat locations that work best for you. You can enjoy savings off of box office pricing as well by visiting sabres.com/mini-packs to purchase yours today. 1-1 game, and Columbus going to the power play for the first time. Sabres have had opportunities on the power play, and the goal from Owen Power came with a man advantage already in this game at 5:35. So let's see what the penalty kill unit can do here. And Lafferty will be the one to line up to take the faceoff. Good speed with Lafferty on the kill.
Yeah, I think you're going to see with the speed that they've added here to, especially the penalty kill in the third, fourth line guys, that you're going to be highly aggressive. You're going to be highly aggressive along the walls, coming up with pucks and really trying to force things. Not a lot of sitting back, allowing the perimeter play to happen. They're going to be putting pressure on them, trying to force that turnover, trying to create something, because they do have that speed to get down the ice to create if they can break away.
Mallenstein being the other forward out there as well. Puck comes back out in front of the net from below the goal line. Sabres able to get away with that one, and Mallenstein will clear it down the ice. Lafferty's gone to the bench. Sabres will make a full change here of this kill unit, both D, both forwards, with 4:30 to go in the opening period. Ryan McLeod out there, no surprise. Byram as well as Power, and then Greenway being the other forward. Bouncing puck just inside the Sabres line. Blue Jackets will bank it down into the corner. Played around the wall, Sillinger reaching for it over on the right wing side. Look to pull it back to the point, but he'll keep it on the wall. Spin pass back to Cole Sillinger. He sends it across to the near circle, and a quick shot that got through from Fantilli, and a pad save made by Levi. Bouncing puck still at this near dot. Now it's chipped outside the line to center, and the Sabres will again get some changes with the penalty kill unit. Wholesale change at that, with 44 seconds to go in the Columbus power play. Blue Jackets gain the line. Benson trying to steal the puck. Slid down the wall for Del Belaluz. He gets it back again. Trey Fix-Wolanski down at the near point. Sends it across. He's over at the left circle. Open now. Takes the pass for the one-timer, and Devin Levi was here to make the save. You knew Trey Fix-Wolanski would have that puck come back to him again, where he just kind of sat down at this circle.
Yeah, three really nice quick passes there by Columbus. From the top of the circle down to the hash marks, across to the far face-off dot, and then the quick shot. But Devin Levi does a nice job following this, but he gets to follow it and able to see what's going on, because the Sabres did a nice job in front, allowing Dennis Gilbert did a good job just anticipating, pushing that guy out of the way, really cleaned the lane for him. So when that shot came from the left faceoff dot, Devin Levi sitting there waiting for it.
Fix-Wolansky had another look off a quick faceoff win by Columbus. Luca Del Belbelouz in against Dylan Cousins. Del Belbelouz wins it back towards the point. Svozil plays it to the far circle this time. Shot stopped by Levi, and the rebound in front of him he finds in time to cover up. Good number of Sabres players boxing out on the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, trying to box it out there and push them off to the side, but you know, this is going to be something new for some of these guys. They got to get the sticks up off the ice, and you got to get your stick when you're boxing out right in the midsection. Can't get it up high. Obviously, you're not going low. You're getting it right in the midsection so you can direct the player. You know, you can turn his body whatever way you need to do it, but you've got to keep the stick up off the ice. Right here, twice now, Devin Levi kind of bobbled that puck when it comes through, and it's kind of dropping down to the feet, creating a little bit of chaos. So if he could clutch those and keep them clean, it would help a little bit.
Quick shot off another face-off win. This one from the point is blocked, and Buffalo will come back. Penalty about to expire, and the Sabres back to full strength. Connor Clifton races over to the bench as the play stays in the Blue Jackets zone. Off the bench comes Peyton Krebs. He'll try to make the check on the far wall. Now it's brought up here by Pythia. Left side shot stopped by Levi. Good reach with the glove hand that time, as Pythia came down the left wing. In behind the net, this is Power. He'll play it up the left side, and the Sabres will skate it up towards center ice. J.J. Peterka all the way to the right corner, stops, turns to face the blue line, plays it up top for Thompson, leaves it for Byram. Now over on the far wall, the pass back across, looking perhaps for Thompson, but he came high in the zone. And the Sabres will reset with possession on their side of center. Peterka trying to tip it through. That is blocked by Coolmans, and the Blue Jackets get it back, and Jack Johnson will skate it up towards center. Columbus gained the zone. Shot from the far circle, handled easily that time by Levi. Play in the corner, Luca Pinelli for the Blue Jackets, trying to dig it free. Halfway up the near wall, and now the Sabres a chance to move it. It's Gilbert who gets it up to center. He'll go to the bench now as Tage Thompson tries to work on Johnson in behind the Columbus net, but the Blue Jackets bring four in a line and make that three as they get to center and dump it into the Buffalo zone with 1:45 to go in the first period. Sillinger had it taken away on the wall, and the Sabres now will bring it up. Benson, look out, that elbow, did it get up? A big hit in open ice, knocking Benson down. He's right back up.
See how fast he got up?
Oh my gosh.
Bang, he got hit hard.
And he got up right away. Dylan Cousins comes over, but the Blue Jackets gain the Sabres line. They back the Sabres up and send it right in front, and Levi with a stop, as Columbus was able to get right on top of the Buffalo goal. That time Matthew Olivier in the blue paint.
Yeah, problem there is the D back right into the top of the blue paint. And you got to stand up just a little bit sooner there. You've got to give a little bit of room for Levi to be able to see this puck come through, and if he can't handle it, then you got to let him have that space where he can get his glove on it. By the time this play was over, there was four guys standing in the blue paint along with Levi. Not much room for him to work with there. So just be a little more aggressive, put those brakes on a little bit sooner, and as I said, have that stick at your midsection. That way you got the most leverage. You can just kind of push them in any direction you want. Don't allow them to back in quite so far.
McLeod at the face-off dot, and the puck off the draw comes all the way out to center. Good stick lifting here by Zucker. Zucker for Greenway. Quick shot goes wide. Zucker trying to get it back on the near wall. It's played below the goal line. McLeod and Greenway win it back. Power with the wrister that goes wide. 1 minute remaining here in the opening period. We're tied at 1, Columbus and the Buffalo Sabres.
The Sabres have not got a shot here in this last second half of this first period. Still sitting on 4 shots.
Lifted down deep below the goal line. Power after it. Play in the corner. And the Blue Jackets again able to get possession and skate it up and out of the zone. Olivier will put it down below the Sabres goal line, down in the near corner. One hand on the stick by Byram in traffic, trying to move it out. He does get it up over center. Mallenstein now will flip it deep into Columbus territory. Lafferty charging down after it. Mallenstein and Lafferty trying to work it out down in that far corner. Voronkov for the Blue Jackets, across for Fix-Wolansky. Now back to Voronkov on the right side. He's watched by Aubé-Kubel all the way down in behind the Sabres net. Now Malenstein trying to move it out. Sabres will not get it out of the zone, nor will they need to end the period in a 1-1 tie. We'll send it over now to Brian Koziel. Hamilton and company. I'd like to thank the internet for that reminder. This message brought to you by
Sabres on the power play here. They need to simplify it here a little bit. Too much passing last time. Get it, waste the shot, get the puck to the net. They're 1 for 2 on the power play, but it could have easily been 2 for 2.
They'll have to backtrack inside their own zone here to start it after the draw on the Columbus end of the ice. Jokiharju has J.J. Peterka, the lone Ranger, behind him for the drop pass. Peterka cannot gain the line. The pass to the boards went off a skate. And then it's Tage Thompson, the Sabres, forced back into their own end once again. There'll be 2 options this time. Tage Thompson will be the one to carry up center ice. Here's Peterka. McLeod back to Peterka on the left side. Off the glass, waiting for it is Jack Quinn at the far point. Quinn's return pass from Jokiharju. A little bit of hot potato passing between those two. It's off a skate. Nope, brought right back in. Here is McLeod trying to get towards the net. He curls back, and the pass back to the point. Goes all the way back down into the Buffalo corner. Not a great start to the power play. That was Peterka that time, who just didn't get the stick down to receive the pass. He'll have it now behind his own net. Power play down to 53 seconds left here for Buffalo, and they're still in behind Devon Levi. Finishing up a change, and now carried up through center. Byram will play it to the wing. Dylan Cousins losing possession in the corner. Good battle below the goal line to get it back by Cousins. Up top, here's Power with a shot, and Benson in front looking for the deflection, but the save is made by Jet Greaves. We talked a lot about getting to the front of the net. Lindy talked about it today. He'll tell us all season, I know about it. But there again, just the one player going to the front.
Yeah, you've got Benson, the only guy who got himself established in front, and I think when you see that puck go to the point, you know that shot's going to come. The bottom 2 guys got to converge from the sides as well. So I think you're going to see a lot more activity as the season goes on. Guys getting in the front of the net. It's going to be the ugly. He believes you scored those goals in those ugly areas, and which he does. And they're the ones that make the difference, and they're the ones that you haven't scored enough of in the last few years.
Here's Byram on the left side. Works it to the goal line. Benson out there in the low slot. Up top, Zucker plays it to the right side where Power cycles it down the wall. Back to full strength is Columbus. Byram with the near post had that pass out deflect between the legs, and it's sent back to the Buffalo end of the ice. Power will send it right back up for Benson. Left side zone entry. Drops it for Byram with a blast, and that one off the end boards. Benson tries to regain possession. It's played to the wall and a big hit.
Big hit.
As the play comes back into the Buffalo end of the ice, and that's Obey Kubel, who gets the puck at center ice from Malenstein. He'll play it up ahead to Lafferty. Lafferty carries it below the goal line. Good support up top now, and Gilbert's shot goes just wide. Connor Clifton. This is all 5 of these guys will finish their checks out there when you take a look who's on the ice for Buffalo right now, and that includes Clifton and Gilbert. Lafferty on the right wing wall as the Sabres attack from right to left, trying to keep it in the Columbus zone. It's now behind the net. Jack Greaves trying to clear it. He turned it over, but a crowd in the corner, and the Blue Jackets are able to skate it out and then lift it into the Buffalo end. Connor Clifton gets there ahead of Tyler Peddle, number 88. Clifton playing it ahead. It's tipped at center. Played back into the Buffalo zone, and Lafferty will touch it back. Takes a look at the Sabres bench. End of a shift for number 81. He hops over the board. 16:20 remaining, second period. 1-1 game. Blue Jackets looking to break out, and they will. Rink wide pass to the left wing side as it's carried into the Buffalo zone. Drop for Sillinger. He makes a nice move, drops it back near circle. One-timer is wide. Good look for Columbus that time, but the shot well wide of the mark by Svozil. And then it comes back towards Levi. He's got that in the brown leather glove to stop play.
Yeah, he was able to gobble that one up. Nice job by Samuelson in front of the net there. Him and Yoki Haru doing that boxing out. You're going to hear an awful lot of that because it's something that they really haven't promoted here in the last little while, and this is something that Lindy Key is going to keep talking about wanting his D to do. Box out, clear the lanes, push everything out, make it a lot more cleaner in front of the net for the goaltender to see what's coming through, and that eliminates a lot of the second and third opportunities that they've given up over the last few years. So nice job there. Levi able to see it and catches it clean.
Off the face-off in the Buffalo zone. It's out at center, then chip back across the Buffalo blue line. Tage Thompson carries it right back into the Columbus end. Fired that shot off the glass. He was allowed to have that area in the slot to walk in and risk that one high off the glass. Probably deflected off the stick. Now over on the far wall, Thompson racing after it. Blue Jackets though will bring 4 to the Sabres blue line. Buffalo with 3 back, and the 4th back as Peyton Krebs gets into the play to help defend. Columbus work it back to the line for a long shot. Levi sees that all the way. He is well out of the net to make the save, but he just tracked that shot and made it look easy.
Yeah, Columbus is just throwing the puck to the net here every opportunity, even if there's somebody there or not. They're just throwing it from all different angles. A lot of these pucks are going to the net. Levi's got all the time in the world to find them and get a hold of them because there's no traffic in front. There's nobody around. And he just has to make sure that he keeps that sharp and stays clean. He's following the puck pretty well here. Good anticipation when they try to go side to side.
Blue Jackets get a shot off the face-off. Dylan Cousins back onto the ice along with Benson and Quinn. Puck down into the Blue Jacket zone. Jack Greaves plays that one up ahead. Good play by Cousins to break up the breakout. Now Cousins gains the line. Benson, long shot low, deflected by Greaves off the glass. Comes back to Benson. He'll play it back to the blue line. To the corner for Quinn. Walks out right in front of the net. Cousins with a chance, and it goes wide. Now Quinn, far corner. He'll play it up top. Shot from the point. Benson scores! Just off to the side of the net, about a foot outside the blue paint, and Benson gives the Sabres a lead with 14:45 to go in period number 2.
The Sabres can thank Adam Fantilli for this one because he has an opportunity to get this puck out of the zone, and he tries curl and drag 2 guys. He does it to the 2 guys. The 3rd guy, right at the blue line, is where he turns it over. And by that time, all his guys had moved up the ice. Sabres get control, go back in, ends up going into the back of the net. But Fantilli had all the time in the world, the chance to get it out, turns it over the blue lines, and the Sabres make a pay. They got good pressure. This time, they got 3 guys all within 6 feet of the blue paint, and that's where they had success the other night. That's where they get another one here tonight.
So Zach Benson, who had 11 goals and 19 assists in 71 games last year, continuing to go to the area either in front or right beside the net, and he's rewarded for being in the right place at the right time.
Well, if you're going to tell your defenseman to get the puck to the net, or your offside wingers or whomever it may be, to get the puck to the net every opportunity you have to have those other 2 guys programmed to be to that paint. There's no sense just throwing it there just to throw it there to get a shot on net, because 9.5 out of times out of 10 it's not going to go into the net, or you're not going to create a good chance. You got to have the bodies there. And something has been called, an interference call is being made here.
There's a play on the near wall, I think. I don't know if that was the penalty or not.
Yeah, I think it's going to Columbus, 88.
It's Tyler Peddle from Antigonish, Nova Scotia. I'm sure you've traveled and fished out there on the East Coast.
I've actually heard of that. Little, oh, that was he clipped.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, that's against the rules. But those guys out east there, when they're full of screech, anything goes.
Tage Thompson, top of the left circle, takes a pass. Power play for Buffalo here. 2-1 lead, looking to extend that one. Shot through, goes off a body in front of the net. David Juracek will try to clear, but the Sabres keep it in. Thompson, one dangle. Try to make a second one. That's Sillinger, who helps defend on that play, and the Sabres will reset. Back down to their own end. Quickly up to center ice. McLeod for Peterka, and Peterka lost the puck trying to get through two Blue Jacket players, and it'll be cleared out to center ice. Sabres will try it again. This time Tage Thompson, left side, walks it down to the bottom of the circle, spins it back to the point, and nobody home. So Henry Jokiharju, who was making his way over there.
You hear the announcer give the ooh yeah?
I heard you.
I've never heard that before.
Something about who something. Henry Jokiharju between the dots in his own end. This power play's got 54 seconds left to get a little bit of confidence in it. He's feeling pretty good after the goal by Power and after the first game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Here's Byram. Near corner in the Columbus zone. Up top for Power. High slot, no room. Byram takes the pass. Goes off the inboards. Loose puck picked up and cleared by Voronkov down the ice.
Yeah, I think just forcing things here a little bit. You get one puck off because you got the puck to the net. You had three bodies there, and you're going to get a rebound. You put it in the net. Now you're starting to be a little more individual play coming down instead of just keeping it simple, getting the puck to the point and converging, because that's what's working for you. Just don't stray from that. Continue to do it.
Hunter McCowan on the forecheck here for Columbus, forcing the Sabres remain below their goal line for an extra couple of seconds, and that'll do it as Tyler Pettle's back onto the ice. So five-a-side hockey, 2-1 Buffalo. Second period, 12-14. Power out of the corner in the Columbus zone. Up top for Byram. Walks it from the middle to the left side of the ice. Back to Power for the shot. Rebound in front. Zucker tried to get it there, but the backhand was blocked. He stays with it. Byram to Power with a shot that deflects off the glass and out. That was Benson who got his stick on it in front of the net, battling Charlie Ellick. 6'4", 203, but that will not dissuade Benson from getting in the battle.
I think Ellick may be the guy.
You get a penalty on that play?
Benson's going to the box, definitely. I'm not sure if they're calling both guys or just one, but right now, Benson, the only guy making his way to the box.
Sabres up 2-1, second period. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network.
Roughing.
Roughing. During Friday night home games, fans enjoy pregame happy hours in the Blue Zone, alumni appearances, special giveaways, all part of it. The team will wear black and red jerseys for each of these games and more. Visit Sabres.com/tickets to purchase your seats today.
Oh, Well, for the amount of people that are in this building here, all down all in the lower bowl, they're having a pretty good time.
Yeah,
They're very loud. They're into this one.
A lot of popcorn.
Sabres almost halfway through this game, sitting at 7 shots on net here. Zach Bogosian's in the box for interference. Roughing? What was it?
Zach Benson.
Oh, I said Bogosian.
Yeah, I was not going to.
He may be back.
I was not going to correct you.
That's okay.
No, I did that once. It didn't go well. Remember? Blue Jackets try to get to the center of the ice, and that is backhanded down the ice. I just let it go. I'm sure he's in the box
I even thought
somewhere.
about it myself after a while. I'm like, what the heck was that?
Flashback. Blue Jackets dump it in, and it did not stay there for long. As down the ice, it's cleared, and Jet Greaves will leave it behind the net. Buffalo on 7 shots, leading 2-1. Blue Jackets 16, and this power play has not had anything going for it yet. That puck steered away by Levi to the corner. Now it's kept in at the line. Pass in front. Levi makes a good stop there on Hunter McCowan, who did find his way to the front of the net looking for deflection. And then the puck is cleared out of the zone. And Fix-Wolansky will carry it in. Stays with the puck. Fans on the shot down to the right corner. Lays it off for McCowan in behind the goal. Carries it to the far corner off to the right of the Buffalo net. Work back up top. Svozil sends it across, and it's a pitch and catch there for Devin Levi, as Columbus could not get any closer than from just inside the blue line there.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste of a shot there. You're turning over the puck. Now you're turning it into a 50-50 face-off. Columbus moving the puck around there decent. Sabres is kind of maintaining position, doing a nice job in this penalty kill, not chasing the puck, getting it down when they can. And Columbus just fires the puck to the net. Levi can see it come clear as day and able to stop the play.
Columbus has had the better of the face-offs tonight for preseason numbers. If you follow those at 57%, they win another one, and now work it in the Sabres zone with 15 seconds left in the Blue Jackets power play. Fix-Wolansky with a shot. Levi the save and the rebound. Clifton off the boards and out of the zone. Rosale sends it right back in. A bouncing puck. Clifton tried to play your favorite sport with that one, soccer. It got away from him, but he stays with the play out of the corner. Sends it ahead for Benson, who's out of the box. Benson made one move around Hunter McCowan at the end of his shift. Blue Jackets get it back and turn it over to Tage Thompson. Right wall high in the zone. Center around the boards. Gilbert looking for Benson below the goal line. Benson getting some help there. Nice reach in by Peterka right in front for Thompson, and one touch. And a save made by Greaves on that play. All the way back into the Sabres zone. This is Gilbert. He'll send the pass ahead. Peyton Krebs all alone with the shot. Scores! Peyton Krebs found a soft spot in the coverage, and a quick counter pass is in the back of the net. 3-1 Buffalo.
Yeah, Columbus is going to get caught here with a few guys too many up the ice here. And he's just going to come back in, and Columbus coming back through the middle there, but Peyton Krebs is just going to get this pass as it comes up the ice. Nice long pass and just redirection by Tage Thompson to Peyton Krebs on the backside coming in. There was 3 Sabres up with 2 Columbus defenders, and the redirection from the middle of the ice to Peyton Krebs coming down the right wall. Peyton Krebs is on his offside, so his blade of his stick is in the middle of the ice, and he's able to pick that one off. Great shot, puts it through the goaltender for the 3rd goal here.
Sabres looking for more. Tage Thompson last year had 27 assists, and that was a nice play there. He knew he had
everybody kind of came to the middle of the ice because Tage was getting the puck from the pass up the ice, so they all kind of came to him. And the same second, as soon as it come to his stick, he just redirected it.
All right, we do have a timeout on the ice. 3-1 Buffalo on the goal by Peyton Krebs. Second period, 9:02 to go. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network. continuing here. The Sabres Hockey Network. First game of the regular season at home is Thursday, October 10th. LA Kings in town. Pre-game party in the plaza. Blue and white carpet, gold, arrivals, rally towels, and a whole bunch of giveaways. Sabres.com.
A lot of things. Alumni going to be there as well. Tomorrow night we are in Pittsburgh, and we'll be on GR, and then Thursday in Ottawa.
Good memories for
Friday on the air, NHL Network for the exhibition game in Germany.
We're everywhere. We are everywhere. No time for preseason for broadcasters. Chance for a 2-on-1 here. Zucker drops it. Greenway couldn't quite get his stick on it. The Blue Jackets thought better of leaving the Sabres to a 2-on-0 when they got back to cover it up. Greenway on the right side of the ice at center. Ahead for Zucker. He'll carry it down the wall deep into Columbus territory. Charlie Ellick stays with him. Play is glued against the wall off to the left of Jet Greaves. Now it's Mallenstein who plays it back for Gilbert. Connor Clifton for Mallenstein behind the net. Doesn't wait for the puck. Skates to it. Cycles it for Lafferty in behind the net. Lafferty tied up a little bit. Blue Jackets get it back. Gambrell plays it ahead. And a roller into the Buffalo zone picked up now by Gilbert. Quick turn with it. Snaps a pass to center. Gets a bit of a break off a stick. Lafferty trying to feed it through to Mallenstein, but it's taken away by Columbus. And Svozil gets it to the line, but not out. Second chance to clear for the Blue Jackets, this time from the middle of the zone, but McCowan can't get it out of the zone. Now it's up to center ice and just kind of swept aside. And Aubé-Kubel picks it up here for Buffalo. Near circle in the Buffalo zone. Plays it in behind the net. Gilbert's got some company there and gets help from Connor Clifton. Now Gilbert out from behind the net. Gets underneath that one, lifts it out to center. A roller and alleviates any pressure. And Svozil makes a quick turn for Columbus as Buffalo changes. Blue Jackets, Fantilli backhanding it behind the net. Right to Levi on his forehand. Turns it over. Fantilli with a shot, and that one goes off the glass.
Yeah, tough decision there by Levi. He tried forcing it up the middle. Fantilli picked it off. He had the whole net to shoot at and just missed.
Backhand pass into the slot looking for the Blue Jackets. Fix Wolanski. Sabres block that one and then clear it down the ice. And Greaves with a 50-50 puck there against Benson, who reached for it. That was a 50-50 chance there. So.
Yeah, he reached in and gave him a little shot there, though, too. And that's why everybody's kind of converging. But
you can't not go for it.
You go for it. You touch him. You're not going to slash him. You're giving him a little touch to try to let him know that next time you're going to be right on top of him as well when that puck comes down. There was a little hesitation in the goaltender to cover it, so they bought plenty of time for Zach Benson to get on top of him.
Face off in the Columbus zone, won by Buffalo. Right point, shot is blocked. Played up through center ice, race for the puck into the Buffalo zone. Sabres back in good position. Quick outlet pass to center for Benson. May got a deflection on that one, and back after it is Jack Johnson. He makes a turn. Close pass for Juracek, getting it up to center ice. It's flipped into the Buffalo zone. Levi waits on it. Yoki Harju to the far wall. Blue Jackets jump that clearing attempt. Good numbers by Buffalo in the corner, and Quinn will lift it down the ice. Not enough for an icing call, but good enough for a line change here for the Sabres. 6 minutes remaining in the second. Samuelsson in behind his own net. Trying to skate it to the corner, get some help from Tage Thompson, looking for Peterka in the middle of the ice. That's a little crowded. Peterka, though, stays with it. Krebs there as well, turned right back by McCowan. He gets Columbus in the zone. Shot goes glove side wide on Levi. Here's Peyton Krebs with a takeaway. One-on-one in the Columbus zone on the left side. Drops it back, hops over the stick of Thompson, and the Blue Jackets with the leave before they carry it into the Buffalo zone. Hunter McCowan. He's hit by Thompson right off the puck. Blue Jackets get the puck. They got a man in front. Levi with a big stop. Rebound comes out in front. That's blocked by Byram. And the Blue Jackets will keep it in. Played down to the corner off to the right of the Buffalo net. Up top, looking for the one-timer from the near side. Save made by Levi again. Svozil got that shot away. He gets it back again to the blue line and will back up near center ice. Svozil's had himself a bit of a game here. Peyton Krebs as well, looking for another one. He's got a goal this period. Carries it down the right side in the Blue Jacket zone. McLeod behind the net. Looking to center. That's intercepted. Svozil will play it down the ice. This will slowly trickle across the goal line for an icing call with 4:38 to go here in the second. 3-1 Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo getting a few shots here in this second period, up to 11 shots here, 3 goals, getting the 2 goals here in this period, but they're doing a much better job. You're just seeing guys going. Lindy talks about going through, making contact, the opposition. You're seeing that a little bit more here. It started with the fourth line going out and just banging the puck a couple times down low and kind of it fed everybody else. Everybody's starting to do it. Big J. Thompson had a great hit over on the far wall there, just trying to contribute as everybody just to get you rolling. Sometimes things don't work 100%, and it takes a couple of shifts by certain lines to get yourself going, get them settled in, and hopefully that continues here.
3-1 second period. You're listening to the Sabres with the lead, by the way, Hockey Network. Foundation in memory of John and Matthew Goudreau. To help support, you can get your tickets now at sabres.com/5050 before the end of the second intermission. You must be in New York State to do so. And if you're at the arena, if you see the big QR code on the Jumbotron at any point you have to be listening. I know Razor likes to bring his Walkman to the games. Sometimes put that on. You can do that as well.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to listen to Lockman than you.
Exactly.
So, but anyways,
put your cassette
jackpot's at $7,000. Hey, you still got plenty of time to buy a ticket and help out.
Yeah, jackpot working up there pretty good. 4 minutes to go in the period as Greenway in behind the net for Zucker, trying to center it in front. And Greenway and company will not get another chance in front of the net here as that puck is cleared down to the Buffalo end. Keeping a real eye on the amount of time these guys are spending on the ice as a group. It's something that Lindy's really trying to drive home here. So 2/3 of that line has gone to the bench. And McLeod is still out there. He'll notice in a moment that his line mates are on the bench, and when he has got an opportunity, he'll join them. There he goes now as Aubé-Kubel, Mallenstein, and Lafferty have their moments. Aubé-Kubel down the left side carries it deep in the Columbus zone. Mallenstein far corner. He'll leave it for Lafferty. He'll keep the cycle going now up top. Samuelson's shot. That misses near side, coming out the far wall. Trapped there, sent towards Mallenstein. He's forced to the wall, lost the puck. He gets some support, though, and the Sabres get it back again. That one's off the bar, and it comes all the way back into the Buffalo zone. That was Quinn with the shot that rocketed off the bar and all the way down into the Sabres' end of the ice. He's a shooter, 22.
Yeah, he is, and that's why I'm a little surprised here so far in this game. The Sabres are still only sitting on 12 shots, and the only reason I keep that bringing up, they're winning. It doesn't matter, but you know, Lindy really promotes the shot mentality. He wants pucks to the net every opportunity. He doesn't want the extra pass. He doesn't want you hanging on to the puck. He wants you firing to the net and guys going. Over 40 shots last game they had on net, and I was expecting to see, you know, that happen in a lot of situations. And, you know, I don't know whether it's just trying to do a little too much here tonight or just waiting for that perfect one all the time. Hey, trust me, they're going in. They got 3 goals on 12 shots, but for the most part, I think you'd like to see the puck towards the net a little bit more.
Here's Johnson, and he wires one that Levi stopped. That might have got off the bottom of the mask, if not a little bit up high just above the crest. And Fix-Wolansky behind the net plays it back to Johnson. Columbus working it to the near wall. Kuhlman plays it down in behind the net where it's fought for again as Voronkov tried to keep it in the zone. Sabres do enough to get it out to center. And with 2 minutes left in the period, we get a whistle. And I think that shot did hit the mask.
It's the helmet of Devin Levi that the referee is making note of there and stop the play, so he's able to get that buckled back up again.
Jack Johnson with that shot we mentioned earlier. If you don't know a whole lot about Jack Johnson, he's 37, drafted in 05 by Carolina, 3rd overall. Traded to Los Angeles, didn't play for Carolina. He went and played a year in Michigan. And then he was in Columbus for a first stint. He was traded there back in 2012, and of course is back once again as a mainstay now and a relied upon presence on their blue line. Sabres take the puck back at their own blue line. Thompson stood up with just enough of a check as the Sabres get it deep into Columbus territory. Here's Peterka for Thompson, and a quick shot with not a lot of space. And that goes up and out of play. That's vintage Tage Thompson. A man right on top of him. He still got it away.
And that's the thing that, you know, Tage is going to have to learn. Well, he is learning how to battle through that because he's going to have somebody on him as soon as they go into the offensive zone all the time. Somebody's, unless it's a power play, they're going to be right on top of him. We're within a stick length, and he's going to have to find ways. But that opens up something for the other guys. You know, you look at Tage, kind of look at him, and then, you know, pass it off or something different, or take the shot yourself. Just try to sell it a little differently. And, you know, Tage, once it opens up, he can get it off quick, and he doesn't need much time. And by you taking the shot here and there, it's going to attract the attention, and then it will open up Tage.
Play on the far wall in the Columbus zone. Power coming down to keep it in halfway down the wall. Now it's lifted into Sabres territory. Byron does a good job to golf that one up ahead, and now Peterka, far circle, shot, and that one is gloved by Jet Greaves. Thought that one was going in the way he let it go, but Greaves made a nice stop with the glove.
Yeah, starting to get the puck a little more. They're creating some turnovers at the Columbus blue line here, especially in the second period. Later in this period as it's gone on, they've just got more and more. They're coming up with those loose pucks they weren't earlier in this game, doing a much better job of that in the second half of this second period.
Sabres win the draw. Here's Gilbert from the point, near side. That one's blocked away by Greaves and picked up now by the Blue Jackets. Matthew Olivier for Sillinger. Looking for Johnson over on the far wall. Taken away by Connor Clifton in Sabres territory. He lifts it up over center. Little touch pass for Greenway right side. He'll leave it for McLeod down in the corner. Looking back to Greenway. Reaches for McLeod to Greenway again below the goal line. Up to the point. Clifton for Gilbert. 39 seconds to go. Clifton with a shot. That got through everybody, but Greaves able to see it and make the stop with 36.2 remaining in the second period.
Well, you're watching Columbus. As soon as Sabres get control of the puck, they're giving them the outside, allowing them to make that low to high pass and D to D pass. And they're just kind of collapsing down to the net here, just kind of defensive mode. And Lindy did talk today too. He says, I want a couple D to D passes or low to high and then take the shot. I don't want 4, 5, 6 passes, because the more you do that, the more chance it is you're going to lose the puck, turn it over, or get attacked. So make a couple passes, get it to the net. Be selective, get it to the net, but have that shot mentality. Don't overpass.
19 seconds to go. Carried up to center by Lafferty. Mallenstein finishing his check deep in the Columbus zone. Stepping up is Samuelsson. For Mallenstein in the corner with 7 seconds. Lafferty giving a bump. Samuelsson got it to the front of the net. Blue Jackets break it up. That'll take care of the period. One that the Sabres win with 2 goals to take a 3-1 lead after 40 minutes of play. We send it to Brian Koziel to take you through the second intermission.
Yeah, no, I think a good sign here for the Sabres. Their face-off, 49% right now, 19 wins, 20 losses. And I think that's something that they really have to improve on this year. That first game,
Dylan
not
Cousins
so good in it. Yeah, Dylan Cousins had a tough night here tonight, but I think it just got to get better at it. Yeah. They got to win some draws, so they're not always chasing the puck, and it's got to be something they put a lot of emphasis on here.
Well, it's a good start here after the drop of the puck. The Sabres spend the first 18 seconds in the offensive zone before Sillinger will counter back the other way. Buffalo on the attack will be from left to right. Tage Thompson trying to shake off, or Greenway, I beg your pardon, shake off a check and plays it to the wall from McLeod in the Columbus zone. Doesn't stay there for long, and the Blue Jackets, Dylan Gambrell gets it back again, and he'll go to the bench along with Sillinger. So both teams making their first changes of this third period. Blue Jackets slowly now to center ice. Adam Fantilli, number 19 on his black, and the predominantly white jerseys for Columbus, working with Voronkov. He wears number 10. Fantilli behind the net to Voronkov, who's there with him. Tried to stuff it in near side. Levi was there. He got some help as well. Now it's carried out by Aube-Kubel. Ahead to Lafferty. Lafferty gains the zone, makes one move, cuts inside for the backhand, and that one is stopped at the far post. Lafferty showing off his speed and strength there at the same time. There's Connor Clifton trying to slide it to the net for the point. That is blocked. Fantilli stopped by Tage Thompson, then a check after that slows him right up as Peyton Krebs out there with 72 and JJ Peterka. Here's Peterka from behind the net, far corner, reaching for a little bit on McCowan, who makes a play. It deflects off a stick, and the Blue Jackets will feed it ahead. This is Pythia to the Buffalo line. Taken away as soon as he gained the line, got it back again, took a quick shot. That one steered away by Levi. Play comes to the near point. Svozil sends it around. It comes all the way out the far side, and Ellick backing up inside his own zone, and he's being watched closely by Peterka as that puck is kept in by Thompson at the point. He's knocked to the ice. Sabres, though, at center ice, take it away. Blue Jackets get it right back again and shoot it around the boards. Far side, Peterka tipped it to center. Blue Jackets fire it in. Levi gloves it down. It was 17:35 to go in the third. He will leave it for Byram to restart from behind the net. Quick pass up the middle. That went off the stick of Benson. Benson turns a nice pass in front, scores! Dylan Cousins from Zach Benson, and that assist was a beautiful one from number 9. And the Sabres take a 4-1 lead here in the third.
Yeah, nice job here by the Sabres. Once they get the puck down low, they're moving the puck really well. And it's something that Lindy Ruff has stressed again today. Puck movement, give, go, get into the position. Not one guy trying to do it all, but do a nice job here. Zach Benson is that first guy down in the zone. And what he's doing, he's looking over his shoulder before he even gets there. Once he gets to that face-off dot, he just spins and turns and slides the puck across from the face-off dot to the hash marks where Dylan Cousins is coming right down the middle of the ice and able to put it in the net. But by taking a look over his shoulder, seeing what was coming, he knew exactly what he wanted to do before he even got to the puck. He didn't get the puck, then turn and try to find something. He had a plan. He was a man with a plan when he got there.
Yeah, goal and an assist for Benson on this night. Sabres back in the Columbus zone with possession. Down low in the zone, it's fired around by Quinn. Benson in the near corner, right wing side, pinned against the boards, and now the Blue Jackets try to feed it through center, but that pass out of the reach of Cameron Butler. Sabres will find Benson on the Blue Jackets side of center ice. It's away from one check, and then it's backhanded deep. Chilliwack, BC native, wearing number 9 for Buffalo, Zach Benson. He goes to the bench, and the Blue Jackets can't break out of their zone clean. Zucker almost had the takeaway. McLeod trying to dig it free. He does, off the left wall. McLeod then bumped off the puck. Tight quarters there. Matthew Olivier helped get it back for Blue Jackets, and it's sent down for Gambrell on the left wing side of the Buffalo zone. Olivier trying to cut to the net. Levi with a save, and the rebound of the far post is blocked. Connor Clifton went sprawling to help out his goaltender on that play, and the Sabres now will bring it up to center ice. Pass gets blocked, intended for Greenway. Columbus back to the offense as they work it down the wing, but nice tight coverage along the wall that time by Power. Made sure that Dylan Gambrell had nowhere to go. This is Aube-Kubel, 96 for Buffalo this year. working it up ahead too far for McLeod. And McLeod will go to the bench with 15:35 to go in the third period. 4-1 Buffalo. Blue Jackets gain the line. Fantilli carries it around to the far side. Shot off the post, and the rebound is sent wide. Sabres survive that moment now and bring 3 up to center ice. This is Aubé-Kubel down the right side with speed. Tried to feather that one back to the point. Columbus intercept, and they'll counter with Fantilli down the left side. Just across the line, backhand pass to the slot, picked up by Jokiharju. He'll skate it out to center. Makes one move and cuts to the Blue Jackets line and in. Aubé-Kubel with a long shot. That's handled easily by Greaves. And he'll hold on to that. 5 minutes gone in period number 3.
Yeah, Sabres able to put this one in cruise mode now, up 3-1. Little mistake there in front of their net. Columbus not able to capitalize on it, but for the most part doing a much better job than they were in the first period. They're paying a little closer attention to details here, getting the puck in, getting a man on top of it. The passes they're making are tape to tape, and they're for a reason. They're not just kind of throwing it away here. So much better command of this game as it's gone on.
Here's Peterka from behind the Blue Jackets net. Pass back to the line, and Jokiharju tried to toss it back down low. But a whistle stops play here, and we'll line it up again. It's a busy sports day in Buffalo, of course, with the Bills game coming up here shortly. But just to recap, Owen Power opened the scoring on the power play back in the first at 5:35. Matthew Olivier tied it at 1. Then in the second period, Benson and Krebs gave Buffalo the extended lead before Dylan Cousins here in the third period at 2:34 from Byram and Benson makes it 4-1.
Yeah, once again, too, you're seeing the production across the board. You know, it's not just one line, it's not one guy, it's multiple lines, multiple guys that are getting involved. What, 13 different guys the other night, I think, were on the score sheet in the first game. So that's good to see that you're not just sort of, okay, you're putting all your hopes on 1 or 2 lines or, 4 or 5 guys. You're able to slide it across all 12 guys.
Yeah, 7 players. Yeah, I think you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 players with points so far. Maybe more than that, I beg your pardon. We'll do the math in just a second. There's another goal to add to the total.
Mattias Andersson.
That's good to see for 23 back in the mix.
This is a good goal for the Sabres, bad goal for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Samuelson on the hash marks on the right wall. And he just turns and fires it towards the net, and the goaltender not able to pick that one off. And that is Evan Gardner. There's a net now here in this third period. And he just turns and fires. He's not even tight to the post. I don't even think he was ready for it. He was anticipating something else, and he looked like he was in relaxed mode coming across. No urgency at all. And Samuelson just turns and fires, and he's able to put it in between the post and the body for the Sabres' 5th goal.
So Evan Gardner getting the look, Razor, as you mentioned, in net. 18-year-old out of Fort St. John, BC. Second-round pick for Columbus. And played 1 year with Saskatoon in the Western Hockey League so far in his career. So he's young in his career.
Yeah.
Good numbers in the Western League, but now, as you mentioned, he's facing some NHL shots.
Yeah, the NHL shooters are totally different than your junior shooters, and little situations like that where he might have been able to, maybe slow coming across or reset. You can't do that here. You got to be 100% ready at all times as soon as that puck's in your zone, because you never know when the puck's going to come. And little lesson learned there for the young man. No big deal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Sabres players with points now tonight. You were mentioning, was it 13 the other night?
13 the other night. So that's good. That's what you want to see. You don't want to lean on, like I said, just a few guys. The more you can spread that out across the board, especially when you're getting your D involved in the goal scoring side. I think that's 3 or 4 goals now from the D here so far in these first 2 preseason games. It's going to make a big difference.
Blue Jackets tried to play it through center, picked off, and then Columbus able to get it back again. This is Peddle. Couldn't backhand it to the net. The reason, Greenway came back and took that chance away from him. Then Greenway runs into Sillinger. Blue Jackets keep it in the zone. This is Peddle, left circle low, tried to center. Gathered from in front of the net by McLeod. So McLeod in front of his own goal into the Columbus zone for Zucker. Back to McLeod, and he tried to go 5-hole quickly. That puck got up, a little bit of air under it, and held on to by Gardner. Timeout on the ice with 13:24 to go in the third. Buffalo at 5-1. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network. You had until the end of the second intermission to take part tonight. Money going to the Columbus Blue Jackets Foundation, helping out the Goudreau family in the wake of their tragedy that they're dealing with, coping with, learning about, and getting through. So it's everyone who helped out tonight by taking part of the 50-50 jackpot. Certainly on behalf of everyone around the NHL, thank you for that. Sabres with a 5-1 lead in the face-off in the Columbus zone. Quick shot right off the draw. Gardner made the stop. And the Blue Jackets with a long pass in the Buffalo zone. It'll be Power first back after it. And he takes care of business, slides it up ahead. This is Aubé-Kubel looking open ice, finds Byram who joins the play for Lafferty, far circle, in front, backhand scores. That is a pretty preseason goal by Nicholas Aubé-Kubel.
Very, very nice goal, and it's coming from your fourth line too. Mount Sutton, Lafferty, Kubel, and you have Bowen Byram that was involved on that initial play coming up the ice too. So this is something else. You know, you got this guy, this line is a momentum line that they're going to go out, they can bang, they can really kind of get under the skin a little bit of the opposition. That's what they're hoping for to do, but they also can bring offense. Great there, you see a perfect opportunity. Kubel, forehand to backhand, able to bury that. You see these guys really showed that they got some really nice hands when they get an opportunity. So expect to see a fair amount of offensive production from the fourth line that we probably haven't seen in a little while here.
And there's some familiarity with the players that were brought in to a certain degree. A couple have played together on different teams, be it Washington or other stops in the NHL, the Penguins. So it's not coming into a completely unknown room. 6-1 lead with 12.5 to go in the third. Columbus, though, with the puck here in the Buffalo zone. Sabres do a nice job breaking it up high in the zone. Puck pressure was a big thing in that first preseason game. We're starting to see it a little bit here, too, as this game is worn on. A slower start for Buffalo, but they've certainly grown into this one. And the shooting percentage, as Rob mentioned, is pretty good here tonight. Here's Quinn crossing the line in the Columbus zone, far circle. Lays it off. Gilbert with a one-timer. That is blocked. That's Fantilli, who's slow to get up. Fantilli gets himself back up and into the fray.
Yeah, 14 shots after 2 periods, sitting at 23 now. So here in this third period, there's still 11:44 left in this game. So obviously it was something that was talked about in the room between periods. Start getting pucks to the net and get to that side of your game. And coming out here in the third period, it's made a difference.
Cousins for Benson. He puts that one off the side of the net. Benson for Quinn in the right corner. Quinn brings it out top of the circle to the point. Back down looking for Benson. That hopped away from him. Referee was down in the same area. And the Blue Jackets will one pass this one out now to center ice on 2 touches. Shot from well out by Pythia. Wide of the mark. McLeod from the corner. Looking for Greenway to get a touch. He does, but doesn't get it out of the zone. Quick turn and fire there by McCowan, but he kind of sent a knuckler to the net and it went wide. McLeod now standing at the near circle in the Buffalo zone. Feeds it off the boards, tipped up to center ice, and a race for it in the Columbus zone. Zucker after it. Played away from him by Kuhlmans. Brought up ice now by Svozil in the Buffalo zone. Sabres take it away. Greenway will find Byram between the circles, stay down low to help out if needed. And it's touched by Power right down on Evan Gardner. In net in this third period here for Columbus. Blue Jackets slowly now to center and then waved at by Peddle, and the Sabres putting the pedal to the metal here. Malenstein slides it across, return pass intercepted. Johnson with the read, and the veteran skates up to center ice. Pass onto the right wing, back to the middle of the ice for Peddle. That is taken away. Chance for a counter here for Aubé-Kubel. He's got a man going to the net. Aubé-Kubel couldn't quite get to the puck, however. And Columbus doing a good enough job to break up that counter and send Mattias Samuelsson back into the Sabres zone. For Joki Harju, right side, played over center, tipped by Malenstein. Charlie Ellick in the far corner trying to make a play. Sabres slow that up with Tage Thompson and Peyton Krebs applying the pressure. Thompson down on Johnson with the hit. Samuelsson at center. Ahead to Krebs. Tage Thompson let that one go between the wickets, and now Peterka on the right side. Sticks the one leg out. Short side attempt goes high, He's on the puck in the far corner along with Thompson, who makes a turn with it. Thompson tried the tight angle shot. That goes wide and comes all the way down towards Devin Levi, who's well out of his net in the near corner. And then almost put it in the net when he tried to play it behind the goal. Then Levi on the goal line, got his stick on it.
Stay in your net, son.
Before it crossed the line. Blue Jackets far circle with a shot, and Levi stuck the glove out, but it's blocked. Puck lifted to the line, brought in offside by Sillinger. And that will catch everyone's attention.
Yeah, it will.
Including your coach.
And your coach, your goalie coach, and everybody on the bench.
8:58 to go in the third. Buffalo at 6-1. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network. Here in period number 3. Blue Jackets work it outside of the zone to center. No possession, no. Sillinger trying to change that. He'll carry it with a couple of moves in across the line, feed it into the slot. Broken up, but given it right back to Sillinger. He walks in, makes another move, lays it off, shot to the far post, and Levi never had to make a save as that drifted just out of reach. Benson comes back the other way. Ahead now to Dylan Cousins on the left side. He drags a shot through, and a rebound is there after Evan Gardner made the first save. Power comes down from the right side at the near faceoff dot. Had it knocked off his stick, but he's the only one that stayed with it. The two Blue Jackets who took it away from him actually curled away from the play. So Power was able to get it back again. Now Byram, far post with a pass that comes back out in front. And Sillinger trying to lift it out, just kind of squibbles that one right back to the Sabres. And Benson away from a check in the far corner from McLeod. He'll bank it to the point. This is Byram for Power. He's at the right point. Power to the middle of the zone, takes a look, feeds it down low. McLeod takes a look. He's going to find Byram off the right boards. Gives it back to McLeod. Right face-off dot, feeds it in front, and Greenway had snuck in behind the coverage of Dylan Gambrell, but puck was just out of his reach. Sabres keep it in. Greenway that time down to one knee with a shot that's off the glass. Byram up top, looking for Zucker over at the far side. Here's McLeod for Zucker in front. Greenway with a chance, and the loose puck in front is clear to the far board. Zucker with the hit.
Greenway broke his stick. It almost looked like he came down and came right across the head
of the goalie.
Or the goaltender, yeah.
Here's Malenstein with a shot, and there's a nice look at Evan Gardner's glove. It's a good glove save for the young man from British Columbia. Yeah, I'm not sure whose head that stick came over top of, but it's
it was a head or a shoulder that stick was broke on, and referees not paying any attention to it, just kind of letting things go on there. And You see him head to the bench and get a new stick. And
that's where you need your producer Joe Pinner to show you the replay of that. Where did that one? Who did he hit? Puck work down low behind the Columbus net. It's Obey Kubel from the corner up top to Samuelsson. He wants another shot. He gets it, and the rebound is covered up by Evan Gardner. Had to do a lot of that work on his own, did Gardner, just out top of the blue paint.
Yeah, Evan Gardner is going to be on a little bit of an island here. It just seems like the Columbus defense there starting to fish a little bit, trying to take a few chances. I don't know what they're trying to think, trying to generate some offense or something, but in this game, it's a little too late to be thinking about that, and then you're leaving your young goaltender just kind of on an island by himself. You want to make sure you take care of him along the way here.
Yeah, there's not many guys younger than Zach Benson probably on the ice, and Evan Gardner is maybe the one at 18 years. In January, he'll be 19, then he'll catch up to number 9. Sabres with puck possession deep in the zone. It's the fourth line out there right now. Malenstein with a rebound chance in front. That is cleared. And Columbus trying to put it off the boards, and now kept in though by Yoki Harju. Then he tried to feed it down to the corner, but Adam Fantilli takes it away. He starts the rush, plays it to the wing, and the return pass back to the front of the net deflects up and out of play. Down to 5:58 to go. 6-1 Buffalo, third period. You're listening to the Sabres Hockey Network. .58 to go against Columbus. We'll be in Pittsburgh tomorrow night, as Rob mentioned. Sabres and Penguins. Had a look at the Penguins lineup that they will ice tomorrow already this evening. Penguins sent that out. They are not going to have their superstars on the ice. And of course the Sabres will not have their #1 team on the ice either, as they go to Europe.
Well, from here on in, the games that the Sabres are going to be playing here in North America will be a lot of Broch guys, a lot of junior guys, and everybody getting a really good opportunity to get out there and play in an NHL game. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Experience for them.
I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can do when they get these opportunities, especially in the away barns, and see what it's like. We'll be in Ottawa as well. Sabres now in the Columbus zone. Try to work it off the left wing wall that time, but Peyton Krebs' pass did not get through. Blue Jackets will come back on the counter. But Jordan Harris, the defenseman, tried to make something happen on the play. And it's kept in just inside the line for a moment by Pinelli. Sabres break that one up, and Tage Thompson standing just across the line. Peterka right boards, walks in, takes a shot. That deflects, and Power has it on the left wing wall. Behind the net now for Krebs. Tried to center, looking for Peterka. That's intercepted by Harris. And Columbus will make their way up to center ice with under 5 minutes to go. Devin Levi in behind the net. He and Byram getting on the same page to start the breakout. Now Quinn at center, crossing the line, left circle high. Puck stays with him, then he lost it. Blue Jackets tracking back well, and Del Bel Belouz sends it deep into the corner, where Power is there for Buffalo. Tyler Peddle as well for Columbus. Puck is kept in by Ellick at the point. Comes back to Ellick. His shot kind of bounces or takes a deflection behind the net. Peddle looking to center it, sends it top of the circle. That shot is handled easily and then cleared. We've got a broken stick on the ice in the Buffalo zone as the Blue Jackets just kind of give the puck away in their own zone, and Evan Gardner out to play it.
Yeah, Sabres have only given up 2 shots here in this third period, 4 minutes left to the Columbus Blue Jackets, so they've really done a nice job in the defensive zone and themselves. They slow start, only 4 shots in the first. They got 10 in the second, 15 already here in the third.
Bouncing puck knocked down at center. Blue Jackets on entry on the right side is Gambrell. He can't do anything with it. Sabres out from behind their own net. Feed a long play down in the corner. Zucker is in after it against Vozil, who comes up with it for the Blue Jackets. Off the boards and out. This rolls into the Buffalo zone. Down to the corner for Olivier. He's tied up there by Henry Jokiharju. McLeod trying to dig it free as well. Sillinger hanging around for that puck to pop free. It does, sent right in front of the net. And it comes all the way back to the point. Columbus working around the outside in the Sabres zone. It's Vozil to the far circle. Puck is settled, fired, and that one goes wide.
The Sabres just getting in a. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're just dropping down into the zone, and they're in that 5. They got the 2D down low. They got 2, the wingers up high, and in the middle of the ice, you've got the centerman who's just taking away and just allowing the outside, and they're just not able to even hit the net because they're being forced so much. They're down so tight, and the Sabres just doing a nice job defensively, not giving up anything.
Well, the Blue Jackets we've known for years, and it really almost hasn't mattered the coach. They want to play an in-your-face kind of speed style of game that's always been about where's the high-scoring talent and where's that going to come from in their game. So they might continue to search for that a little bit. But, of course, in Dean Evason, their head coach now, you're going to get a team that's going to come in and they're going to be demanded from the head coach to put in that same kind of work ethic that Lindy Ruff is expecting from the Sabres here in Buffalo. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out in Columbus here over the season. Dennis Gilbert puts it down to the corner.
They got Columbus here in a little bit of a transition too. You know, they're trying to rebuild. They're trying to get their guys. They got some guys they got rid of. But they're in a situation where they need a lot of these young guys to hit, and they got a good opportunity of playing there quickly because they need them.
Under 2 minutes remaining in this one. 1:35 to be exact. Preseason game number 2, Sabres up 6-1, and we get a whistle. And this is going to be a much gentler third period than we saw the other night against Pittsburgh. And then it's on to a plane tomorrow afternoon at about mid-afternoon and off to Pennsylvania for a long flight on Razor's private charter.
Yeah, this one's just pretty much a formality from here on in. You're just watching both sides just wanting to get this one over with and get out of here and move on. So,
and the next time that you and I see this particular Sabres grouping of players and have a chance to call their action, will be over in Europe, Czech Republic, Czechia.
Friday, 1 o'clock, right there?
Yeah, and some will be playing in the game in Germany. And if you haven't seen a professional hockey game played in Germany, or even more importantly, heard the crowd in Germany, you are in for a treat. The atmosphere is one of a kind. So join us for that. Of course, we'll have the preseason games in North America as well. Rob and I will be on the road with the team starting tomorrow afternoon. 43 seconds remaining here in this one. Play deep in the Buffalo zone. Get out unscathed now, as Rob said, the moniker for both teams. 30 seconds. Peddle trying to center it in front. Blue Jackets stay on it. Shot blocked. Benson getting in the way of that one, a little piece of the equipment. Blue Jackets play it down to the corner. Sabres break it up, trying to flip it out of the zone. 15 seconds to go. And the Sabres fans that are in attendance here that are now about to go and cheer on their Bills, watching their home team go 2-0 to start the preseason with victories over Columbus and the Penguins. We'll send it to Brian Koziel to take you through the postgame show. Brian?